Good morning on this surprisingly chilly August morning. It's early August, it's about 5:30, maybe 6 o'clock, and I'm waiting for the sun. As you can see, the Porsche in the back, is still half in the shade. So while I'm waiting for the sun to come up, I'm drinking coffee and enjoying the view, but I thought I won't be totally unproductive, and I'll show you some of my gear. Now, perhaps I'll start with the thing I have. Yes, this is the so-called Casey Neistat setup, and that's what it looks like. Where do we have the sun? I think this is how I should show this to you. So it's a Lumix GH3 Panasonic with a Rode mic Go on top with a Rode Dead Cat, and of course a Joby something. This is a Joby hybrid, which I think is a bit too small for this camera, but it's about $30–40 cheaper, so yeah, my mistake. Anyway, this Porsche, this is a 718 Boxster. The new one, it's got two boots, and I thought I'm gonna need all two of them, really, and I'm gonna fill them up, but check out how much stuff actually fits in here. So I've got two tripods. The ones I use on my normal location filming. So that's a lie back something, and that's a Velbon Sherpa something. You'll find the links to all this stuff in the description below. I have another one, a travel tripod. I have it at home, and I use it for travel because it's so small, so compact, that it actually fits into a suitcase. But it's got a proper head, fluid head and all that, and you can expand it to about 180 centimeters, so it's really great. What else is there? All this is in the front boot, by the way. Here's my gimbal. Apparently this is a Polish company, but it's one of these Chinese contraptions anyway, so that's that. You can buy those on Amazon or wherever. Drone, of course. This is a DJI Phantom 2 Vision Plus. That means it's got its own camera, which is very expensive to fix when it breaks, and it breaks every time you crash it. So that's the problem with it. On the other hand, you can control it with the remote control, so it's better than mounting your GoPro and having no control over it whatsoever, or having to buy a lot of additional gear to control it. Then there's another case. Yeah, it looks very professional, but it's just a case I use to carry my... Okay, so here are two suction cups. This is a Manfrotto 241B, and I use it in conjunction with this Manfrotto 3D Arm 056. Links to all this stuff in the description below. I also recently acquired this Delkin Fat Boy, I think it's called, with 3 suction cups, smaller ones. First of all, I needed a second suction cup and second mounting, and second of all, this fits better in a suitcase when I travel. It's more compact. I can, as you can see, it's all kind of bendy and stuff. I can remove one of the arms, so it's better for that. Here's my Linecam Motion 9 slider. It's also very compact. It's about 35–40 centimeters, and it has about 70 centimeters travel, so that's very good, very useful. It's been with me for about a year and a bit, so everything you've seen in videos for the last year or so that's done on the Linecam, it's probably everything since the Smart Video. And now we go to the second boot of the 718 Boxster, which I didn't really have to fill that much. Here's my other Lumix camera, because I used two. The one I'm talking to right now has got a 12-35 lens, very good lens. It's slightly wider than this 14-140. It's also not as light. This one has got, I think, bigger, better, whatever aperture. I can also film from a distance with a 140 lens. And then there's my bag, and in this bag, I'm not sure how much you can see. By the way, oh bloody hell, Casey Neistat I think when he works out not because he likes it, but because he needs to work out to actually hold this camera like this. Here's my arm. Oh, it takes a lot of strength to do this. Okay, so 3 suction cups for GoPros. These are the original ones. Yeah, I know you can buy some Chinese knockoffs, but these Chinese knockoffs will either break very quickly or they will just fall off the car, and it's gonna be expensive to fix. So I buy the expensive original parts. Okay, so here we have a case, and in this case we have stuff. So first of all, a lot of cables and microphones. Unfortunately, I'm using the hello, focus. I'm using the cheap mics, ones that cost a couple of dollars, but in my experience these couple of dollar ones are sort of as good as the ones that cost maybe $20-30. And then there is the next sort of mid-range shelf, which is about $200, and at the moment I can't afford that, so I have to stick to that. There are my 2 Hero 4 Sessions. Very nice cameras, very good so far. Good battery life, good microphone, very compact, and that's also very important. But I also keep a Hero 4 Black Edition. First of all, good quality. Second of all, I can plug in a mic here on the side. You need a separate casing for that. Here it is, and it's got holes on the sides. It's not waterproof, by the way, remember that. I use this GoPro because this housing here allows you to expand. So for example, I can put a filter adapter on this, and then I can use a polarizing filter, for example. So yeah, it looks like this. Yeah, see, this is the sort of squarish rectangular part, and this is the red part where you screw in your filter. So you can get these, and that's very convenient. Oh yes, and of course my proper mic, the one I plug these cheap things into. This is a Zoom H1. Again, not by no means top of the range, but hey, it's cheap. It's about $150, maybe $200, $150 I think. And second of all, it's very compact, so it fits in my pocket, and if I can't fit it in my pocket, I use this carrying case, I attach it to my belt, and then it's almost like a wireless setup. So so I sync sound in post-processing, post-editing, post-processing, I don't know what it's called. Anyway, sorry, I'm a bit tired. It's 6 o'clock in the morning, and there is still a bit of a shadow on the car, so I'll just drink my coffee, and until then, see you next time. This car review for this car, I'll post it in about a month or so, and until then, if you want to check out my gear, if you want to buy some of the gear like I do have, just click the links below, and yeah, so that's that. See you later.